This time on Low Boost, we're going to go over how to install a CATLESS downpipe on an F-Series N55. All right, so a lot of people that I know in the BMW community have a difficult time with some of their performance bolt-ons, and I want to help you guys out a little bit today. If you've ever watched the channel, I have an M235. I've done all the work myself. I'm not a very good mechanic, but I'm going to kind of go over some of the tips on how to do a downpipe on your car that could really be helpful, and you guys could do it in your own garage as long as you can get your car up on jack stands. Or if you're like me, I use QuickJacks. They're awesome. I'll put the link below to Amazon, so you guys can get a pair of these yourselves. They're awesome, and it's really safe. The car goes up and down really easy. So I'll put a link in the description below to that. But I am going to go over today some of the easy ways for you to actually do your CATLESS downpipe or catted downpipe, however whatever downpipe you want to upgrade on your N55, M235, or really any N55 car.
If you're into any kind of sports car, racing, drag racing, tuning your car. Yes, can I help you?
Do you think, what's her name?
LS projects, custom resto mods, or anything involved in cars, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. I have over 60 videos in my library currently, and I'm adding more every single week around all the builds that I do with my dad and some of my friends. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. This episode is brought to you by Extreme Powerhouse. Whether you have an Audi, a BMW, a Ford Mustang, check them out. They have a lot of great performance parts, and if you guys go on their website and use my coupon code LOWBOOST, you'll get access to some extra special discounts. So make sure you guys visit them, and the next time you buy a performance part, make sure it's with Extreme Powerhouse and use the coupon code LOWBOOST, all one word.
Here they are right here, and each one pops right out. You can see I actually had an N55 downpipe fix that I tried to do it to pass inspection once. That did not work. So from personal experience, don't get the N55 downpipe fix. Next, on these plugs, there's a little tab at the top. You're gonna wanna press that down and pull them off with two hands. I already had it disconnected to make it look a little easier. A lot of people on these think, oh, it's so easy. No, that's because they little movie magic involved with that. But yes, they do come off pretty easily. They are also color coded. So the blue plug comes off of the blue plug. That's how you know each one goes into each one. So it's really hard to kind of mix these up. So that's pretty easy. BMW is great with that. Now I like to let these hang here. When I take the downpipe off, it's gonna come off with it, and I take the downpipe off with the bungs on there. Also, what I like to do is drop a string from the top of the motor down here. That way I could tie up the O2 sensors and I could pull them back up instead of reaching all the way down there and doing that. So another tip to make it a little bit easier for you. This actually, I was able to do without taking this off. I took off this here, put that bolt underneath, and then the ones coming across the back here, just to move, so I can move this up ever so slightly. And I was able to do the downpipe replacement without having to take off this whole shield here, which made it a lot quicker. The car up on QuickJacks or jack stands, whatever you want to do. There's a little bolt right here. I already took it off. There's a little nut that goes right onto this, and you can take that right off. And this is a V-band clamp for the bottom of your downpipe right there. Also, there's two bolts that actually hold the bottom of the muffler on here. You're gonna have to move the, not the muffler, the exhaust pipe. You're gonna have to move the exhaust, so you're gonna wanna undo those two things. So once you undo those two things, you pop this off, and sometimes you might have to move it around or bang it with a hammer just to kind of loosen it up. But you pop that off, and the exhaust should come off afterwards. Once that V-band's off and that bolt is undone there, you should be able to just move your
flex pipe and the exhaust pipe down, exposing the catalytic converter. Now, on my car, I already taken off this brace there, but there's a couple of bolts here that takes that off. But you know, this downpipe does not stay in the car for long, so we're putting the catless one in.
Good tip too is to actually unplug your O2 sensors prior to dropping the downpipe. That way everything will come out and not give you any issues when you're down below the car. So I just have them, keep them sagging there like that. And you can kind of see the straight ahead here. That's your catalytic converter there.
Now, one of the most time-consuming pieces of doing your downpipe is actually getting this whole thing off. But I'm gonna actually try something different, and you guys know if it works. I just undid this bolt here, 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 and here. So this stays on. Then I can actually move this forward, so hopefully be easier to get the downpipe out. So instead of taking this whole thing off, and I have a front splitter, which makes it more difficult, almost 20 to 30 minutes is, I feel like, almost taking this thing off, which the easiest part is actually getting here. So I'll let you know how it works out. Is actually get that bolt out. Now, it's up there pretty far, and unless you have like an air ratchet or something, it is difficult to get. You'll take forever if you use a regular ratchet. You might not even be able to get to it. So I got this thing here. It's like a Dewalt 90-degree ratchet, and that thing goes all the way up in there, and then I actually put the other end of it here on a socket, and 90 degrees I could squeeze it all the way up there and get to it. So if you have the right tools, you can do the job very easily. I will include a link in the description to this awesome thing. You can use it on more than just your downpipe, but to get into those tough to reach places. I mean, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Thing comes right off. You will be here forever trying to get that off if you don't have this. There it is right there. My wastegate. Here's the back of the turbo. Let's see. There it is. Tiny little thing compared to the E36. But spool's quick. It looks like that because I run race gas when I have the catless downpipe in, so yeah. Oh, also if you run race gas, you probably should replace your O2 sensors every now and then too, especially if it's leaded like me. It's also much easier to take the O2 sensors out with the downpipe. That way you know which ones go in where. Also, invest in an O2 sensor socket. It makes things a lot easier too, instead of trying to jump around and try to figure it out. So this is a stock one. Obviously, it's a lot bigger. This is a VRSF downpipe, which if you're looking for one of those, make sure you go to Extreme POWERHOUSE and use the coupon code LOWBOOST. You'll get extra special discounts on everything, including this downpipe. So Extreme POWERHOUSE, use the coupon code LOWBOOST to get not only just this catless downpipe, but other ones as well. This one obviously has seen some miles on it already, but they usually come a lot prettier than that out of the box. The hardest part is getting the V-band back on. I have more success putting it on the turbo first than sticking the downpipe on and then just clamping it by hand. And then actually I put that bolt back in just loose, just by hand, just so it stays there so I can rotate the downpipe. And then I actually rebolt the entire exhaust back up so it's nice and tight. And then I put this V-band on last because it all has to line up just right. And sometimes I have to turn the downpipe a little bit. So that's the best way to do that. And then just repeat everything backwards. Everything's a lot more space with the VRSF downpipe. I mean, the stock catalytic converter is huge. This thing weighs a lot less too, so.
Want to know how much power it puts down? I put a link to the video below of my dyno run with it full bolt on both E30 ethanol and on 93.
So there you have it, guys. It's not that hard to do a downpipe. It's when I first got my car, I thought it was going to be extremely difficult, but as long as you have the right tools and the right equipment, just like these QuickJacks that I have, or a set of jack stands you can get underneath the car. With the right tools, you can get it done in not that long. So, you know, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you think I should add something different. Let me know if you think I should do another video about another part on my car. You know, let me know in the comments. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.